Hey you! Yes you! I love you! And I know that your time is precious. So, let me tell you this. This video title is an inside joke. So, if you came for techno, you have two options. You can either close the video and be like, damn, that was so weird, dude. Or you can actually stick around, watch the video, and maybe even subscribe. You could be like, this actually is some decent content. And he made a video about mangoes! Anyhow, with that out of the way, let's start with the video. So guys, everything good has to come to an end, and even if this series of videos can't be really categorized as good, I have decided to put an end to it with a final video, a final contribution to this now trilogy. As of right now, we have spoken about two languages, Spanish and French, but what if I told you that I also tried to learn a third one, an old mystical language that can only be found in legendary tales? Nah, who am I kidding, it was Latin, that language is dead. So, I was 12 years old, and I was at my old school. So, at the end of the year, the teachers decided to put us a dilemma, which was, what language are you going to learn for the rest of your time here? So, by this point, we were learning Spanish, English and French, and they added two new contestants. On the left hand corner, we have a powerful beast who resides in the center of Europe and is already spoken by millions. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you German. And in the right hand corner, we have the old champion, Latin. Oh no, I think he's dead. So, for most people, it was a pretty simple decision. Like, why would you pick a dead language over German? And so, most of my friends, heck, almost everyone chose German. Even though the teachers, especially this old French teacher that I had, who was known for, well, let me tell you a short story to illustrate her fame. Hey you! Yes ma'am? Open the window. Okay ma'am. Hey, what are you doing opening the window? And he got punished. So yeah, long story short, I didn't really care that much what she had to say about that. So yeah, that day I go home and I'm like, hey mom, dad, I'm going to do German with all my friends. And my parents told me, oh yes, well, how about no? Pardon? Yep, you're doing Latin. But why? Why not? Fair enough. I mean, in their defense, they wanted me to do Latin for 3 years and then German for another 3 years. Which I mean, I don't know, pretty weird, but okay. So, I was pretty mad, but I said to myself, heck it. Latin people have less school hours than German people. So then, summer passes, and we start the year where I would join the Roman army and conquer Germany, or something like that. So, I got to Latin class, and it's with a teacher that I don't particularly like that much, but I mean, the problem with that teacher is that she's boring as freak. Like, you thought that I was boring? Well, these were her classes. Well, okay, kids, open, page 33. So yeah, I'm in class and I'm with a couple of my friends who were also forced by their parents to go to Latin, and with a bunch of kids who didn't want to do extra hours of German but didn't want it to feel like the kids who didn't pick anything cause they're dumb. So, I have my first class, and I learned the following sentence. Nauta stellas expectat. That's everything that I remember after 3 years. Pog. So, that year passes, and I mean, I only had 1 hour of Latin, so I didn't really care at all about it. But then, the next year arrives, and instead of 1, I have 3 hours. But it was with one of my favorite teachers, so it wasn't bad. So, by this point, some kids dropped off, and the class was half of 13 years old and half of 14 years old. I don't really have anything to say about that year. We just did Latin stuff, and didn't really care at all. And at the end of the year, we went to Rome with the class, but that's a story for another video. So, fast forward to my last year of Latin. I entered the class, and I noticed something weird. We're only 5 people. Yep, it appears that people were only there for the Rome trip. So, I'm in a class with 4 of my friends, and the same teacher. You know, I think that if it was a different teacher, I would just have jumped into the Rome fire, but this teacher was pretty damn nice. And yeah, not going to lie, when you have 5 students who don't really care at all about the subject, we kinda spent a good 3/4 of the class just speaking. One of the kids didn't really care at all, like the rest of us didn't care that much, but we kinda tried. But this kid was like, nope. And I remember one exam he answered something like, what did Caesar started? In Oxford. And also a couple of jokes about Jesus or something. Anyhow, so that year passed, and I said to myself, freaking finally man, that was completely useless. Well, time to do German. Now, why? Because you were only 5 in Latin. Yeah, but you told us we could. Nope. Well, freak me. So yeah guys, this has been my incredible story with Latin. If you enjoyed, well, consider subscribing, you know, it's free, and as usual, I'll give you a cookie. So yeah, love you all, and I see you in the next one. Bye!